there, fellow frustrated travelers. Mark here with Wolters World, and today we're in Sorrently, Italy, and today I want to talk about is some of the things you should expect for flying for the next year or so, because with all these cancellations and delays you're hearing about and fewer pilots and fewer, gate personnel, I mean, there's issues that are going to take time to resolve in the airline industry, and so I want to just get you ready with some advice to help you eliminate some of that frustration when it comes to air travel for the next couple years. And honestly, I'm going to start with this one. Book flights early. And when I say book flights early, I mean a couple things. One, yes, when you know you want to go travel someplace, book your flights as soon as you can to get the best deal, because the last minute deals and waiting a long time to hopefully for a better flight price isn't going to happen. There's less flights out there now and there's more demand for it, so those prices shoot up a lot faster. So the earlier you buy, the better chance you have of getting a decent price. I'm not going to say you're finding cheap flights anymore. I'm just saying at least a decent, acceptable price. But another thing when I'm saying book your flights early is also book your flight early in the day. Because with all the delays and all the cancellations, if you're on the first flight and that gets canceled, you'll be put on the second flight. If that doesn't, you get put on the third. You kind of have priority if you were on the 6 a.m. flight versus the person that's on the 3 p.m. flight. And it gives you more time in case there are delays. So that means I'm back to my 6 a.m. flights flying out of my home airport instead of that nice 4 p.m. one that gave me that quick connection, okay? So just know you gotta start booking early and leaving earlier, all right? And that means also my next word of advice is give yourself more time, okay? And again, this is one of those double entendres. One thing you gotta think about is giving yourself more times when it comes to your layovers. The good old days where you're like, oh, I got a 45-minute layover in Chicago or Atlanta or Charles de Gaulle, I should be fine. No, those are gone. Like 30, 45 minutes, you're out of luck, okay? So make sure you're giving yourself a bigger window with your layovers. Now, the airlines will still give you that close connection. Search a little bit farther and see if you can find a little bit longer connection just in case there's a delay, or like we've been stuck at the gate, like outside the gate, because they couldn't get a gate agent to let us off the plane. So that can be an issue. So give yourself a little more time for your layovers, okay? And if you're flying international, you really got to give yourself some layovers, because those passport lines are insane sometimes. And another thing I think is when you're thinking about giving yourself some more time is leave a day earlier. I mean, literally, like leave a day earlier. If you need to be someplace for a wedding or you've got a cruise, back in the day you could fly in and you get off your flight and you just go straight to the cruise ship and go. Now you get a delay, you might miss that cruise and you're out of luck, right? So leave a day earlier, because if there's delays or cancellations, they might get you on a flight later in that day. And yes, you get to Miami a day earlier. Oh darn, you get here to Naples and Italy before your thing. Yeah, go eat the food, go see the Amalfi Coast, go to Pompeii. Use that extra day, because at least you're there versus not giving yourself that extra time and missing your flight or missing your cruise or missing your excursion. So just be aware of that. Now, my next word of advice is make sure you're packing your patience and your kindness when it comes to all these flight delays and cancellations and all this craziness going on with travel these days, because you're not the only one that's getting delayed. You're not the only one that's missing your cruise. You're not the only one that's missing the connection to see your granddaughter or your son or your parents or whatever. It sucks, but there's literally thousands of other people that are having that same thing. And so when you're going to talk to the gate agents or you're on that phone call, have some patience with them. Okay, just know that they're not the reason why things are canceled. They're not the reason why things are delayed. They're there to help you. So show them some kindness, because I'll be honest, if you're a jerk to that gate agent, you're a jerk to that check-in person or the people trying to help you, they don't have to get you on another plane. They can just say, well, we have no other flights for you, sorry, and you can be out of luck. So at check-in, give yourself extra time. Sounding familiar? At security, give yourself extra time. At the gate, give yourself extra time and space and patience, because people are going to need that. And also, don't forget that the gate agents and the airline employees, they're really stressed out too, because they're working even more than they were before, and they have less help, and they have more people yelling at them. Honestly, the kindness that you give them when you talk to them or when you're asking for help will go a long way. I know when I call my Delta reps, and I'm always very friendly with them, they're always like, wow, you're so nice. I'm like, hey, it's not your fault my flight got canceled or delayed. They're like, thank you. Thank you for that. So just remember that, because that goes a long way to make this a little bit better for all of us if we just show some patience and some kindness with each other. Now, the next thing you really need to do is, before you fly, download the app for your airline. Why? Well, if there's a delay, if there's a cancellation, you can rebook yourself through the app on a lot of these airlines. So instead of waiting in that 3-hour long line, or waiting for them to call you back in an hour and a half, or sitting on hold for 2 hours, you can just go on the app and do it. And then you can just go and leave and figure out your new path to get to where you're gonna go. So download that app. Also, those apps will give you notifications, and turn on the notifications to let you know if your gate has been switched, if your flight has been delayed, if they're boarding. These kind of things will make a big difference, because all this chaos, the gate you got when you checked in might be different than the gate you use to fly out when it's actually time to go. So that's why you really have to have that app, okay? Now, another thing I want to tell you is, don't forget to sign up for your airline miles or your airline bonus points, or whatever their mileage program is, because if you're one of their members, you're less likely to be one of those people to get bumped, okay? So do that, and sometimes the members have a different phone line that actually get helped first, or get helped quicker than other people, so why not do that, okay? It's a simple, easy thing to do online, and it makes life so much easier. And even if you don't do that, one thing I gotta say, another tip I have for you is book direct with the airlines. I know Expedia and Scott's Cheap Tickets and Kayak and all these give you great prices for flights, and they'll give you a Delta code for it. But I gotta tell you, if you're buying direct from the airline, you bought direct from them and they have your money. When you buy through Expedia or a third party, it goes to the third party through them. And if you got some crazy cheap deal, I mean, you can still find those deals out there, and you get that, you might not be the one that makes the cut when it's like, okay, we have to cut 10 people from this flight. You're a third party, bought the cheapest ticket, that means you're way down here. Again, that's why buying from the airline and being a member of that airline can help you make the cut, let's say, when it's time to figure out who gets to go and who doesn't get to go when those flights are oversold. And believe me, a lot are oversold these days. Now, another thing you need to realize is, when you're gonna be traveling these days, since things are so packed and there's less people helping out, I gotta tell you this, don't overpack when you're traveling. Like here in Italy, there's never a lot of room anyway, but those people that, you know who you are, that take the carry-on that they've already unzipped and expanded, and then they go to put it above their seat. They're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this doesn't fit above my seat. How can that be? Don't be that person. Because right now, the flight attendants and the people on the planes, they don't have patience for that. The gate agents don't have patience for that. The other people on the plane don't have patience for that. Even though I'm saying have more patience, there's not always a lot there. So don't overpack, because you don't want lost luggage. You don't have to recheck things or gate check it and stuff, because that just causes issues. So make sure you're packing light when you're traveling the next year or so. Now, another thing I gotta recommend you do is, if you're gonna be traveling, you get to pick your destinations, try to eliminate as many connections as you can, okay? So to meet me in Italy, Jocelyn's original flight, which he booked it originally, was flying to Atlanta, then Atlanta to Detroit, then to Paris, then to Venice, because there was no direct flights at the time. However, there was a delay and they missed her flight. Say, hey, can we rebook it? And all of a sudden, there came the direct flight from Atlanta to Milan. So all of a sudden, she went from to Atlanta, to Detroit, to Paris, to Venice, to Atlanta, to Milan. And that's just one. Now, if you can eliminate extra legs of your flight, that can help out. Now, I'll tell you, that usually means the prices go up, but here's the thing. Would you rather have only one delay, and if you only have one flight, if it's delayed, who cares? Because once you get there, you're there. Or do you want it that, oh, I'm gonna have to pay for a hotel and figure out what to do, and I lose my hotel in the new destination? So think about that. Try to eliminate as many legs as you can, okay? So that might mean flying into Milan and then taking a train to Venice or taking a train to Florence instead of trying to fly direct with all those connections to those other airports. Now, another thing I think is really important is don't forget to get trip insurance these days, because with those delays, with those missed flights, your hotel sometimes like, hey, look, just because you're not here today because your flight got canceled, you still have to pay for today. You still have to pay for all these other things. And with all these delays, that means you might be losing out on hundreds of dollars, hundreds of euros, hundreds of pounds. But if you have that trip insurance and there's a delay, you can get some of that money back. And sometimes you get all that money back with some help. So check your credit card to see what insurance they have on you, or buy separate trip insurance to cover yourself for when these incidents do happen. Because you know what? Just like me sweating when it's hot in Italy, things are inevitable, like delays and cancellations, all right? And then my last word of advice, and the one I really hope you take to heart is, don't be a jerk. Look, we're all going through this. Everybody's getting flights delayed and canceled and troubles and missing things, and being a jerk to people just means they're gonna be jerked back to you, and that's why you're seeing more fights on planes, more people getting banned from airports, more people getting banned from airlines. Just don't be a jerk. Like, that's one thing. Just try to be together on this, because we're all doing our revenge travel together. We're all getting back and seeing the world again. So let's be kind and positive with each other and realize, hey, the delays and cancellations, they're gonna happen. And they're gonna happen for a while, because the airlines need more pilots, more flight attendants, more ground crew, more gate agents, more helpline people. It's not just one thing. There's so many things that are causing these delays, whether it's security checkpoints in Europe that are taking hours, which used to be 5 minutes. These things are gonna be here for a while, probably at least through 2023. So be ready for that and just be prepared, because I want you all to travel again and have a great time traveling, and I don't want the stress of canceling delayed flights, which are probably gonna be happening for the next while, to ruin your trip. Just be knowing that it's part of life and it's part of traveling these days, but you're still gonna get there eventually, and you're still gonna love your time traveling. So I'll say bye from here in Sorrento, and good luck, and don't forget, don't be a jerk, be kind. Bye from Sorrento, Italy.